Hey everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I actually have witnessed and observed how you guys did a group discussion to decide what research title or research subject that you're going to have, and I conclude that you are still having a lot of difficulties to do that. So, okay, right. Um, Okay, you have just got a promotion from BD. Okay, so here's the case. When you are going to have um, research topic or research title, what you need to do, the first one is reading. Okay, so reading and also observing what happened around you. For example, if you have observed that you face difficulties during online learning, so it's not studying at home but online learning, or you may have difficulties in teaching um, with online platforms, so you can try to search online teaching. And then when you have observed around you that it deals with how the lecturers give you tasks and assignments, then you can also try to figure out or to research about task, assessment, or assignment. So after you have observed the phenomenon around you, and then what you need to do the next is reading. Try to find or navigate some references that is related to the phenomenon that you found. For example, you can use these platforms. The first one is Google Scholar. This is very easy, not to navigate the references exactly, but to know how to write a research title. So suppose that you found a phenomenon about assignment, okay, during online learning. So you can type online assignment, okay, online assignments, and then see you have a bunch of title: online learning of assignments, online assignment in economics, but these are still very broad. You need to make it more focused on ELT. So online assignments in ELT. Okay, let's try to find it out. See the role of Google Classroom in ELT? Well, let's check. Those who are published in a good journal. Okay, right. So yeah, this title does not have variables and also construct, so it's not helpful. And then okay, what about this? ELT instructors' attitudes towards the use of blended learning in tertiary level English language programs. So you may use ELT instructor attitudes as the variable, and then blended learning as the construct, and the setting is in tertiary level English language programs. And then there are also some like writing across the curriculum in ELT training courses, a proposal using data-driven learning in disciplinary assignments. So you have disciplinary assignments as the construct. And then what about the variables? The variables here is this one, a proposal. So this paper might introduce or might propose you a sort of model. And then we have others as well. Assessing ELT pre-service teachers via Web 2.0 tools, perceptions toward traditional online and alternative assessment. So the variable is the perceptions, and then you have a lot of construct here. Traditional online assessment, traditional assessment, online assessment, and alternative assessment. Three constructs. Yeah, and you can do this as how you write your research title. And then some of you might find not about assignment. Some of you might found about how the teacher deliver or the lecturer deliver their class, or how the lecturer manage the online classroom. You might try to observe that some lecturers have different kind of classroom management during online learning. Some of the lecturers always use Zoom, for example. Some others might use WhatsApp only. Some others might use YouTube. So let's check. This is about online classroom management. Okay, try to avoid the title that has less information for you about the construct and the variables. Okay, so about this, a model for online support in classroom management. Perception of beginning teacher. Okay, you have perceptions. Okay, and then you have the perception as variable, and then class online support in classroom management as the construct. And then this one, an online apps platform enhance collaborative medical students. Okay, this is good for research title, but not relevant to our area. This is more about medical students, and we are not in medical students. Okay, so suppose that we have this one. Wow, this is so long. Okay, promoting pre-service teacher professional vision classroom management. So the construct is professional vision of classroom management. Yeah, so you can do this for other subjects as well. So these are that we can find in Google Scholar. What about if we cannot observe any phenomenon around us? So we can do this one. We can open Taylor and Francis or Google and then put Taylor and Francis top 10 research in ELT. So it looks like you try to find what songs are the most up to date right now, and then you can choose Prambors top 40. This is also Taylor and Francis top 10 research in ELT. So we can click any of this, open access the most read research. Okay, um, language learning journals or computer assisted language learning. Okay, so we can find, maybe let's try to click this one. Okay, so look, emotions. When you have online learning, also the teacher, when they have online teaching, there must be a lot of emotions and it's very exhausting. So we can use emotion and activism, English language teachers emotion labor as responses to institutional power. So this is about emotion. But this one is not towards online learning, but towards institutional power. In this case, you may also change the words like emotion and activism, English language teachers' emotion or emotion labor as responses to online teaching. Okay, so you have emotion as the variables and then emotion labor as the construct. And here, gender also matters. Maybe female students and male students might have different strategies when they have online learning. And then how about task? So we have this. Is this an equal challenge comparing to full IBT speaking task with academic speaking task? So This is about task, but if you try to situate the research into current situation, then you can add online here, online task or online academic speaking task. Okay, this is for Taylor Francis. Do we have others? Yes, we have TESOL Journal. TESOL Journal here. You can search any phenomena that you can find around. So for example, you see that in social media, there are many students trying to complain or even to appraise their lecturers. Yeah, complaining and appraisals are very okay for students. It is very common. So let's try to find it. Students complain. Let's check. Do we have? Yeah, so we have this one. Do we need to know that for the exam? Apakah kami harus belajar ini buat ujian? Okay. And then teaching English on the CLIL fault line at a trilingual university. Okay, so we have CLIL as the construct, and then students' perception here, or students' complaint as as the variable. And then we have adult ESOL students and service learning, voices, experiences, and perspective. You have three variables and one construct here, service learning, belajar berbasis pelayanan. Okay, and then students' attitudes towards first language use in monolingual EFL classroom. So some of your lecturers might not use full English, they might use Bahasa Indonesia. So how do the students respond that? So students' attitudes towards first language use. Coba kalau dosennya pakai bahasa Indonesia tuh papa nggak sih gitu? Atau malah justru disrespected, duh kok pakai bahasa sih gitu. Yeah, so see, that easy. Now try to find yours. I'd like to share some. This is one of fresh launch today. So an observational study on the use of Kahoot as formative assessment support in higher education. So this is also about assessment. So there are lots of things. Make sure that you try to observe the phenomenon around, and then search it in either Google Scholar or Taylor Francis or Wiley Online Library like TESOL Journal, and then search there whether or not you have the construct and variables, and tada, you have your research title. So have a good luck and see you.